The following contains adult language. Parental discretion should be advised. Previously on C&M Entertainment. Is that what you meant by cutting her loose?
I'm sorry for what you just had to witness, Dick, but I need you to come back down to reality.
I want you in on my task force. Take it this way, Mara. Not only do you get to help me, but you also help yourself taking out somebody you hate the most.
We're going to talk about social media issues. And, well, there's a lot of them. You know, whether on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat,
Snappity chatty.
or wherever you are on social media, there's issues on social media. You know, like there's trolls, there's people bitching in the comment section of a post or a photo. You know, it's all out there. You know, people putting their business out on social media for everybody to read.
I've been there. I've done that. I've been a part. I've watched parts. It's everywhere.
Well, I think we've all been guilty of putting our personal business out on social media. You know, I mean, it is what it is. But that's the thing. Like, my philosophy when it comes to social media is the less people know, the less bullshit you have to deal with. You know? Because, you know, I had a conversation with somebody on Facebook the other day, and they were saying, like, dudes who don't, like, show their girlfriend off on Facebook are, like, cheating, or they don't give a fuck about the relationship. I'm like, no, that's not true. That's the thing. Like, you know, in my relationship, I don't broadcast my relationship to the world, for the simple fact is people like to know shit about you, you know, and you'd be surprised, you know. You'd be surprised as to people who like to dig into you and find out shit about you, you know. Especially with Marcel and I having our faces out for you guys to see, you know, doing C&M Entertainment and whatnot. Like, we're putting ourselves out there to the world. You know, I mean, hell, there could be somebody in a other country that want to know more about us, so they might do like a search on us, and they can find our social media and try to fuck with us there. You know,
We had somebody like that.
yeah, we did. Mm-hmm.
I remember him. But it's like at the same time, like, we have our own personal lives that we would like to not have out there.
Right.
Just for the simple fact that it's ours. It's our business. Because I'm a fucking pirate, nigga. But it's our business. It's nothing you need to know.
Right.
At all.
Mm-hmm. Like, you don't know what Marcel's doing at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Like, if I'm beating my knee or finger my asshole, that's for me to know and you to not find out.
Finger your asshole. Shh.
I'll do yours tonight.
Hey, now. But that's an example of shit you don't need to fucking know about, motherfuckers.
Exactly. It's like, you don't need to know what our sexualities really are or what the fuck we actually do when we go home at night. Like, maybe I have a train ran on me. Maybe I am part of the train. Maybe I'm the fucking douchebag that's filming it. Do you know? Exactly. You don't. That's how I like to keep it.
Right.
Yeah, I could talk about my job here and there, you know, talk about some people, like, I mean, if they get butthurt, well, maybe you should change your attitude towards me. Fuck you.
And another thing too, like, you know, I mean, this season on CNM, you're going to be seeing some violence coming from some of the characters we have, but I want you guys to know that's not what we do in real life. Fuck no. You know, we don't sell drugs or murder people or anything like that. No.
There's times I wish, though.
Well, yeah.
Like murdering people just because I get pissed, and when I get pissed, man, it's best to leave me alone. Well, it's like, even with social media, I remember this really strongly, and I mean, I take full credit for it. I made a post after breaking up with my first girlfriend. I made it public. I posted it. Her parents had to call me and tell me to take it down. And I know I'm not the first kid to do that, the first teen to do that, but like, it's one of those situations. It's like, you shouldn't be posting your personal info out like that, or how you feel towards a person, especially if it's worded strongly. That's how I'll put it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Man, it's like with your personal life, it's watch what you post, man. Like, you could post, you know, song lyrics shooting up the club at 2 a.m. Yeah, you showing up to a club at like 1:50 is not a good idea.
Right.
But it's like shit like that. Like, when you post shit like that too, make sure it's worded correctly before somebody gets the wrong idea. Because I've also had that happen to me before. I've already talked about that. Some shit you should just not post on social media, and some shit you just can, but it'll be taken the wrong way.
Right. Mm-hmm. But there's the thing, not everyone's going to agree with what you post. I mean, I post more on my professional page on Facebook, more than I do on my actual personal Facebook page. You know, because, like, that's the thing. Like, that's the difference. You know, on my professional page, I need to use it to promote my stuff. You know, that's why I need to do. You know, if there was a way to promote my shit without me actually having to put myself out there, then maybe I would consider it. But you know, this is the climate we live in now. You know, where we have to post on Instagram, where we have to post on Facebook professionally in order to get our brand out there to you, the viewer, you know, the supporter. So I mean, that's just how we have to do things. But sometimes celebrities will blur the lines between what's professional and what's personal, and they'll put something out there that they shouldn't have posted. You know, whether that would be a controversial statement, or a racial slur, a nude picture. You know, I mean, shit like that. But that's another thing too. I remember when Facebook, like when you sent a friend request, this was back, I don't know what, maybe like 10 years ago, 5 years ago or something like that. Like, yeah, like somebody would send you a friend request and your options were confirm or not now. How about a not ever option? I don't know this motherfucker.
You know, I still get friend requests like that, like from random ass people from different ass fucking places. And it's like, I already know right away, this is a fake account. Why is this hot ass, I don't know, woman sending me a friend request? She's out of my league. What the fuck she want with me? But it's like, more shit is along the lines of like what to post and what not to post. Is like when your family members are dying, like don't put your shit out there. Like, can I get your prayers? Honestly, nobody's gonna be sending your prayers. Honestly, or type amen for blessings, or share this or you'll have bad luck.
I hate that shit.
Skip over fucking posts like that because it's stupid. It's a waste of time. Stop.
And I hate it when people like go on Facebook and they ask for sympathy and shit. Like, dude,
I mean, I've been
shut
there.
the fuck up. Like, no one cares. You know, and I might sound like an asshole, But like, this is the worst kinds of people I'm talking about, dude. People who want everyone to feel sorry for themselves because they're a piece of fucking shit and they don't have anything going on for them because they choose to be miserable 24 fucking 7, 365 up their fucking ass crack, motherfucker.
Man, see, like, I've made a few posts like that. It's like I got a dip from social media for a while. And it's like, it's not me saying, like, I gotta disappear for a while and go ghost. It's more like me saying, I need to find myself and collect my thoughts.
So that's different, you know?
And it's like, don't read it the wrong way either. Like, I have not been on social media, like, posting in a little bit. I've been checking things. I've reacted to maybe a few things, unreacted, shit like that. And it's like, just give people a little update of what you've been doing. That's probably all you really need to do.
Right.
Look what I did today. I just got a fresh tattoo. What's good, guys? Or, like, check out my new ride. I just got this bitch today. Or, dinner day. Like, I do this shit with my girlfriend. Like, we'll do small little shits. We'll get, order some food. We'll take a picture of it. Be like, dinner date. It's good. And that's it. Done over with. Nobody's in my business. Nobody's, asking what I'm doing. Right there. I'm eating.
And that's another thing, too. Like, people might watch this and be like, well, Cody, Marcel, you guys are being disrespectful as fuck. We have the right to post whatever we want. Like, yeah, that is your right. So you have the freedom of speech. You have the freedom of expression. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do online. But we also have the power to react to it in any way that we want. So if we say, fuck you, and take that shit offline, then you can't get butthurt about it. Because we have the freedom to react to it, just like you have the freedom to post the shit.
And honestly, even myself, like, I've been lucky about this. And even some other people, they didn't get it through their heads, like I have. Don't post about it, because people will comment, and some will choose not to, where they can and make the situation worse. So, like, if you're already dealing with depression and you're looking for that sympathy, people could easily just comment something and bring you further down than what you already are.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
So, like, whenever I am dealing with, like, anger or depression, it's like I don't go to Facebook right away. Kind of sit and think about it for a little bit. How is it going to affect my life?
Alright, let me lay them all out for you. Which is the worst social media platform? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat?
Facebook. Hands down, Facebook. Facebook is the worst platform out there. That's like where probably 95% of the world is bullied. I'm not even lying. And then Twitter, you just have fucking douchebags, taking shots at one another. So Twitter's not even close to being as bad as Facebook. I'd probably say Facebook's number one tenfold, maybe even 100.
Yeah. I mean, well, Instagram could be bad too because somebody could post a picture of themselves and then people will fucking bully them. Cyberbully them and shit. Like, oh, you're fat, you're ugly, you got something wrong with your lip, or small little shit like that, because that shit fucking hurts somebody, dude.
It's because you're different, and that's why I don't like you.
Right, like, people don't like shit like that, And, I mean, if someone has some shit to say about me, I don't give a fuck, as hell. I don't care what people fucking think about my appearance. Do you really think I give a fuck? No, I don't. But that's the thing. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want about me. It ain't gonna hurt my fucking feelings, dude. I'm almost 30 fucking years old.
I feel that. I work with some fucking people, I swear to God. If they could be racist, they would be. Just for the hell of it. And they could get away with it. And I feel like some of them are. I'm not gonna name people. But, anyways, it's like, I have the opportunity to add them on Facebook and let them dive into my life a little. I choose to keep them out though because it's none of their business.
Right.
It's just nasty. Nasty as fuck. Facebook is.
Yes, it is. Now, the social media world, it can be cruel as fuck, you know. But, you know, I mean, we're not saying this to put fear into your guys' heads, like, oh, you know, I gotta watch what I post about on Facebook, or, oh, I gotta watch what I say about so-and-so on this picture. You know, say whatever the fuck you want, you know. But don't be negative. You know, like,
be positive. Like, help bring each other up.
right, yeah. Like hell, like if you see somebody who is doing, you know, something awesome, compliment them. You know, don't fucking be a douchebag and be like, oh, I don't know what the fuck you're doing this, bro. Oh, that's stupid. No, don't fucking say that. I mean, if you got nothing nice to say, then don't fucking say it. Period.
That's the old saying. It's fuck.
Right.
You know, like even like back on the topic about Instagram, it's like the same thing with Snapchat. It's you can send one message and it'll be gone the next, and that's still like sometimes like when bullies do that shit, like they'll send a message. I hope it doesn't receive. 'Cause, like I've seen people like tear themselves down mentally. It's not pretty.
No, it's not. That's our thoughts on social media issues.
It's a little corrupt.
Yes, it is.
Let's clean it up.
Indeed. Alright, guys, I'm going to talk to you about my favorite movies. This is my top 5 list in order. I'm going to start at number 5 and work my way up to number 1. So, my 5th favorite movie of all time is I Am Legend, starring Will Smith, directed by Francis Lawrence. It was released December 14th in 2007, and dude, fucking fantastic movie. I mean, this was like the first like post-apocalyptic movie that I was interested in, because I mean, with these kind of movies, like, you know, they can be hit or miss, you know. But with this one, it was really well done. Not a whole lot of dialogue, you know. But hell, you just got this dude who is immune to this virus and shit. Like, he's the only one left, you know, and it's crazy. But yeah, but obviously my favorite character is Dr. Robert Neville, played by Will Smith. And as always, Will Smith is fantastic. Played his character very well in this movie. It was such a sad ending, too. Man. Number 4 is Four Brothers, released on August 12th, 2005. It's directed by John Singleton, and it starred Mark Wahlberg, Tyrese Gibson, Andre 3000, and Garrett Hedlund, along with Terrence Howard. And Four Brothers is an amazing film. It really is. Such a great story. How these four men adopted by the same woman, you know, and they all grew up together, and then they drifted apart, and then their mother is killed during a gas station robbery, and then all of them come back together as a family, and they try to figure out what happened to their mother. My favorite character is Bobby Mercer, played by Mark Wahlberg. I thought he had a fantastic portrayal of the character. Very emotional, very strong character, badass motherfucker. Yeah, man, I love Four Brothers. Great fucking film. Then my third film on this list is The Breakfast Club. It was released February 15th, 1985, directed by John Hughes. And it starred Emilio Estevez, Judd Nelson, Molly Ringwald, just to name a few from the cast. The Breakfast Club was definitely something different. I think it definitely depicted the average American teenager in a way, and the stereotypes that went with them. Because you know, we had Emilio Estevez, who played the athlete. We had Molly Ringwald, she played the princess, and then Judd Nelson, he played the thug. And by the way, my favorite character is John Bender, played by Judd Nelson. I love this character, dude, because he just doesn't give a fuck, man. He doesn't care. You know, he's a badass and he knows it, you know, and he just doesn't give a shit, you know. But, you got 4 kids and Saturday detention, and they're all there for different reasons, and and they're just forced to be around each other for however long they're there for, and just a fantastic movie. Definitely check it out if you've ever watched it. My second favorite film of all time is Star Wars, or Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Released May 25th, 1977, directed by George Lucas. And it starred Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher. Star Wars was a classic. Classic that will always be there in American film, and fucking love that movie, man. I love the whole Star Wars series, to be honest. It was just like that cool, that cool in space type of film, because, I'm not trying to hate on Star Trek, but Star Trek's kind of boring, to me at least. They have some good actors in Star Trek and stuff like that, but Star Wars just had something different that I brought to the table. And my favorite character is the villain Darth Vader, played by David Prowse for his stand-in in the costume, and then James Earl Jones provided the voice of Darth Vader, that iconic breathing, that voice that we know Darth Vader for. Just an amazing villain. And now for my favorite number one movie of all time. If you really know me, then this shouldn't come as a surprise, but it's Halloween, 1978. Directed by John Carpenter, starring Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasance. This is my favorite horror film and favorite film of all time. In my opinion, it's the best horror film ever created. This film is a landmark in American film history, and definitely for the horror genre. As far as my favorite characters, obviously Michael Myers, portrayed by Nick Castle, and Dr. Sam Loomis, portrayed by Donald Pleasance. So, two classic characters, classic film, and definitely worthy of being my number one spot. Well, guys, those are my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? We are going to be playing Resident Evil 2 now, because I'm still hooked on Resident Evil right now. I'm enjoying their games, their remakes. But this is the second one. I've already played a little bit of it as Claire. I already completed Leon's story. Now I'm doing hers. Let's see how far I can get. Ooh. Continue. Ah, shit.
Jesus, stay back!
Oh boy. I don't like this at all. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Yay. Let me try. You are not okay. That is all I have to say right now. Certain keys, gunpowder. Okay. This is what we gonna do. Run, bitch, run! We're actually gonna stop it right here. Keep that. Keep that. We're gonna put that away. And run. Alright. So green herb. Get in there without getting caught. Fuck you. Get your bitch ass in there. Cool. Shoot. I need that. Oh, that's bullshit.
Okay, better move it.
Get up and run. Fuck you. No kidding. You? We gonna come over here though. You. Don't need that anymore. So need that. Please tell me I remember something useful. I did not. Oh, damn it. That'll work. Gunpowder. That'll work too. Okay, I don't know where he went. Don't give a fuck. Fuck all y'all. You good, girl. You good. Don't worry about nothing. You good. You just good. Ooh. Bloop. Meh.
This does not sound like Chris.
I will need that later on. Sorry for skipping through that. I'll probably do something later on where I go through the paperwork again on a separate video, so you guys could just take turn, like, pause the video and just read through them all. Get your bitch ass in there. We need that. So in the police station, there's 2 of those, and each one is a button that goes to the safe keys. Oh, locker room. Combination. Come on, you good girl, good. Come on. Thank you. All right. I know what we're gonna do. So this game is a bit long and slow at times, but it does keep your attention. Always watch corners. Cause fuck these guys. I'll tell you that right now. Alright. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's long. But entertaining somewhat. Don't like Mr. X. But stay tuned next time for the next time I might play this. Catch you later. So we're here to discuss the case about Julius Jenkins, also known as J City. He's a known felon. He's run guns. He's a drug dealer, obviously.
More like a big snake whose fucking head I want to cut off.
Patience, Jackson. We'll take him down.
What did I tell you about referring to me by my first name, Davon?
Sorry, my mistake, Mr. Morrow. Anyways, I'm here to discuss strategy. I heard that Dick was released from the hospital a few days ago.
Really? I think a suit like him would recover so fast.
Dick Johnson can't be underestimated. Apparently, he's already put his old office up for sale and moved across town.
Fucking prick wasting no time, huh?
I want you to pay Dick a visit tomorrow. Maybe get him to flip on J City.
Johnson isn't gonna flip on his client, Davon. It ain't gonna happen.
Maybe if you imply that J City had something to do with his shooting, it might tip the balance.
Maybe so, but it would be all hearsay. You know, I have no proof that Julius did anything.
Did you happen to get any evidence from any CCTV security footage from Dick's old office?
Above my clearance.
I'll see what I can do to get footage, if there is any. But see what you could do to get Dick to flip.
No fucking promises, Davon. Hello, Detective Morrow. Hello, Mr. Johnson. Nice to finally meet you. Detective Jackson Morrow. Been investigating your shooting. Yes, I heard you were the man that was working my case. Yes, I would just like to ask you a couple questions about that day. What were you doing before you were shot? I was meeting with a client. You didn't see anybody's face. You didn't recognize anybody who might have shot you. No, I didn't get a good look. I don't remember much, to be honest. That's a shame, Mr. Johnson. Well, there's another reason why I'm here. There's a pending RICO case against your client, Julius Jenkins, better known in the streets as J City. RICO case? This is the first I'm hearing about this. Yes, the RICO is for drugs, arms dealing, and conspiracy to commit murder all across the state and the country. We believe that Julius has been running guns for the real IRA, and he's been pushing drugs with the Hernandez cartel. This is ridiculous. There's no way that Julius is involved with any of that. I should also let you know that you've also been named in the RICO investigation. Now, a man that you're very familiar with, Davon Jones, Assistant U.S. Attorney, has launched this RICO investigation. And he believes that you have been laundering Jason's dirty money, and you've been cleaning his money through several different business ventures. I mean, there's the strip clubs, the massage parlors. Davon's allegations are completely ridiculous. I wouldn't have the first clue on how to launder drug money. All of Julius's businesses are completely legitimate. And it'd be a shame if, if, let's just say you and Julius were picked up on these charges, and you guys were in prison for a very long time. Now, for me personally, I would like to see Julius rot in prison for the rest of his life for what he did to me and my family. But that's a whole other discussion. Look, I have no idea what went down between Julius and your family, but cut to the chase here. Tell me why you're here. Now you see, Dick, I'm here because Davon Jones is prepared to offer you immunity. All you have to do is sign a written statement stating your knowledge of Julius's crimes, what he's done in the past and what he's done now. You do that, you'll be granted immunity. So you're asking me to break attorney-client privilege? You know, assuming that I knew anything, I would never tell you anyways. Dick, when I was investigating your shooting, all the evidence seemed to point towards Julius being the trigger man. I think he wanted you gone. I think he considered you a loose end, Dick. So why not help me and help yourself by signing a written statement that will grant you full immunity from any charges? What do you say? What game are you guys playing here? There is nothing to say. These allegations are insane. You're making a mistake, Mr. Johnson. I know that you're his attorney, and by ratting on him, you'd be breaking attorney-client privilege. I understand your code, your lawyer code, but it's the wrong move. You know what is the wrong move? Coming into my office and spouting off on some bullshit that Davon created. Get the fuck up out of here before I call your superiors and create a massive shitstorm. I see. Well, good day to you, Dick, and good luck.